Hello, it's Adam, also known as AB Animation Limited here, and today I am on the World of Tux Minecraft server. So before I start, just a quick notification that I probably sound quite different today because my headset is broken. That is to say, the headset I've been using for the past year and a half in all of my videos that I've ever recorded. That headset recently just suddenly, without warning, lost sound in the right ear, rendering it virtually impossible to use without extreme discomfort. So, lucky for me, I had a backup headset that I got for Christmas thinking it would be better, but it actually turned out to be terrible. But it works. The sound quality is not that great, and I'm assuming that the microphone quality isn't that great, judging by the comments by people on TeamSpeak. But regardless, I hope this video will be okay-ish anyway. I've not actually set it up, but I've not had anyone complain on TeamSpeak, so I'm going to assume that this is fine. And hopefully I'll get a new copy of my, if copy's the right word, a new headset of the same model, because I do like it a lot. Very comfortable. It's just a shame that it's had to just die randomly as it has. But anyway, let's get on to the actual video now. World of Tux is the Minecraft server owned by Creative Tux, a member of Craftanium, and it has many things. It's not just a single server, it's many servers joined together with a proxy using some technical stuff I can't remember. So we're currently on the lobby server, which is, as you would expect, a server that you log into, and then from there you can access portals to all the various other servers. The room where I currently am is my staff office, because I am an administrator, admin on this server, global too, because some staff are only staff on a particular server depending on what they kind of specialise in. But I'm a global admin and de facto third in command after Creative Tux and Little Miss Tux. But that's regardless. The admins all have their own officers, so this isn't really much to see. The other admin besides myself and the Tuxers is Ella. Ella. I was sort of looking for a full username or something. Says Tux's office and Tux's office over there, and here we have our staff lounge where Tux has left NPCs of the various Mojang employees hanging around. This isn't really a public area though anyways. Around the lobby you'll notice these little pads, which are essentially like jump pads, like trampolines, and this can be quite loud, a sound effect that's been put onto them, so prepare yourselves. And we come down right now to the actual spawn points in the lobby. So this is the actual main part of the lobby. Up here there's some sort of VIP thing. I'm not sure what's going on with that. They've made loads of jump pads together in this glass box, this kind of trampoline, as you can see. And there's balloons hanging around and stuff. There's a bit of information here on the server and people who run it. So what have we got? In the rest of this big kind of building, which is what we call the Tux building, because it says Tux on the front, obviously. Upstairs you've already seen staff rooms. This here is a list of all staff members. Well, it's not really a list, it's more of a display, but the staff are all here. I'm not sure what this is. I'm not sure what a lot of this is. Recent donators. You can, of course, donate for ranks. Give you special perks, like pets. For example, you could have a pet bat. Well, they come in packages. You wouldn't just donate for that. The ranks that you can donate for give you different perks, are named after different species of penguin, because Tux, the owner, is of course a penguin. But anyway, let's see. I'm not one for a lot of this. There's a lot of mini games on here, and that's not really something that I'm really interested in. New member. So basically, I'm going to mainly look at creative and survival today. But while I'm here in the lobby, I'll just mention what we've also got. There's paintball, which is I think it's with like snowballs. You like throw them, and it's like I don't know if it's like a death match or something. I don't know how the actual game mode works, but there's some sort of paintball thing. Skyblock is if I just go through the portal here. I've not spent much time here, but this is a world where everyone has their own like Skyblock Island. Of course, the well-known custom map, I suppose it is, where you've got a small island with limited resources, and the idea of this Skyblock server is that everyone has their own Skyblock that they can have, and they can invite friends to join them on their Skyblock, and they can come here to there's a shop, I believe, just here. Yeah, there's a shop. I did not know this level existed. I haven't been here in a long time, but you can buy like spawn eggs so that you have animals on your island, which aren't really there by default. This big building here's got all the information about it. And this over here is where you see one of the perks of donating, which is you can unlock special custom Skyblocks to start with instead of the default one, which is I believe this one here. Yeah, this is normal obviously, but you can unlock special Skyblocks. But yes, that's it. There's, like I say, there's not much real for me to talk about here, because Skyblock isn't really a thing that I do. So I'm just going to go through this portal, and this will deposit us back in the lobby. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, so what else have we got? We have survival games and Hunger Games going on here. Currently, this is Hunger Games, which is, of course, you get put in a limited world and you fight to a death. You've got your survival games through there, which is, again, like a preset, like map, and there's chests with all your stuff in. What else have we got? Hide and Seek, which is a fairly new game mode, which has been quite popular lately. Where you, like I said, I've not played it. I've not really played many of these, but the idea with Hide and Seek is that you've got hiders and seekers, and you can disguise blocks and stuff like that, and hide in these pre-built maps. We've got a ultra hardcore kind of version of Hunger Games. As far as I'm aware, that's not really been used. Ultra hardcore is, of course, the game type made famous by the Minecraft server, where it's like a normal Hunger Games, but health doesn't regenerate, so the only way you can heal is through golden apples. What else have we got? I believe this here is Belief, but it doesn't seem to be active at the moment. I'm not sure. Through here is what I believe is, yes, Parkour. There's a Parkour server through there. And this here is One in a Chamber, which is another mini game where I think you shoot each other, and you like the first person to get 25 kills wins or something like that. I've only watched people play on YouTube. I haven't actually partaken in such games. But what I'm more interested in showing is the creative world and the survival world. So let's start with survival. I've got a fly mode on here, so I can show it off a little bit easier. But in the survival world, of course, we have the survival spawn, which is the original spawn for the server before we moved to the new multi-server kind of setup and the lobby. This was where where spawn used to be essentially, and so there's this castle, of course, where you've got well, you've got rules here, you've got PvP arenas in survival, there's factions, of course, build worlds, builds worlds, I'm not quite sure what that's all about, but whatever. So yeah, it's a lovely castle, I have to say, and do like it a lot. I'm not fully sure that Tux built it, but I think at least something here has been world edited. I'm not fully sure from another place. And here, of course, is the owner on top of his special tree. But yes, what have we got going on here? There's a whole town over this way associated with the spawn point where you can find all sorts of cool builds. We've got houses here. Like I say, I don't believe this is all Tux's work, because all this was here right from the opening day of this server, probably about 3 months ago now. It feels like less time than that, though, really. It's kind of odd. I believe that most of this is just for show. There's no practical use, because, you know, it's protected. You can't actually go into that mine shaft and mine or anything. But there's a nice cathedral. Here's the courthouse, which is where the /jail redirects players to, should we see fit to restrain them for further questioning. Library there. What else have we got? Many things, like an inn, there's docks there. And out this way there is, I believe, there's a Spleef arena here, but seeing as well, Spleef wasn't set up in the lobby, so I'm assuming this is still the old Spleef. But there's also some sort of horse racing thing here. At least that's what I'm assuming it's going to be. I've not actually seen that in use yet. But overall, it's a really nice town. I mean, I'm not fully sure who made it. But if I ever find out, I will be sure to credit them in the description of this video. But anyway, what else have we got? We've got a bit of a just out this way outside the city walls, because of course when you leave the city, that is when you can start building and doing your own thing in survival, as you would on any other survival, well, maybe not any other survival multiplayer server, because it's got a few other bits and bobs, but essentially here is a kind of shopping district, because the server has built-in support for like shops. I think it works with signs. You type in some stuff, as you can see, all these plots are claimed by different factions, which is why I'm getting a lot of spam right now. So as you can see, this is an example of one. I'm not fully sure how it works. One of these is how many you get, and one of them's a price, because it of course does use a currency system. And how much I've got? 7,524, and that's just from getting paid for being an admin, because you do. I'm not sure if this applies to all the ranks, but I know most of them, at any rate, have kind of like, it's like a certain amount of money, in-game money, of course, per hour. Mine is set to 350 per hour, which is why I've got like all this money, and I never buy anything anyway. But yes, that is the kind of shopping area. I believe all you have to do to make a shop here is ask Tux, and he'll sort out a plot for you where you can set up a shop. So, of course, going out here, we're going to start getting to all the many different factions. Unlike the Nathan Sai server, which had some pretty big factions on it, of course, that were always fun to look at. This server being quite new, as far as I'm aware, doesn't have any particularly interesting factions to look at, and of course as well, this server, survival server, is pure survival. A key difference between this and the old, well, I suppose it's not old, it is still there, we just don't play on it anymore, the Nate and Sai server. They have survival and creative in the same world. You just donate for creative mode, and then they kind of coexist, which is why a lot of the factions had some pretty cool stuff in them. But here, of course, everything is done legit. And if it's found out to be not legit, there's going to be some bad hammers going around. But I'm just kind of flying off aimlessly. There's a few places that are noteworthy here, I suppose. Looter, of course, little Looter, the Craftanian member, and I have a faction going with 2 bases, one for Looter and one for me, out in that direction. I'm not quite sure. Let me have a look currently. Oh, we've got a new member. Yes, we do. What's the biggest one? Okay, the biggest faction seems to have about 29 members. So you kind of get the idea. Fairly large factions, I suppose. But looking at the waypoints on my minimap here, this Queen Mary 2 is... Oh, there's a lot of new members this evening. Queen Mary 2 over there is, again, a ship that's been built, that's been world edited in. I'm not quite sure, probably came from Planet Minecraft or something. Out that way is Saint Sid's Torture Chamber, which is essentially just a normal jail, only... yeah, well, let's not get into that. And then there's a few... you get the idea. If there was more kind of stuff I'd like to show off, I will. I suppose what I can do is show off my own little base. So let's see what we got here. My base isn't really much to look at. It's just built into this mountain here. Up here there's kind of like battlements that are built into the caves. Down there's like the lever which opens the door. I've got a bedroom up here, which doesn't even have a bed in it, so yeah. And then underneath the whole thing there's like a big storage room and a big automated farm, which I will also show. And I've kind of been meaning to do more work in the survival world here, but I've never really gotten round to it. I kind of want to make this whole castle look really cool, but if I just get to I should have fly on anyway, shouldn't I? Yes, so I can kind of fly out and show you what this looks like. Like I said, I've been kind of meaning to do a bit more with it, but I'm not really sure what direction to take this place yet. There's a bit of a courtyard front there, you can get the idea. But that's my own base. So that's basically all I can think of to show currently on this survival world. But let's now go to the creative server. So if I just do spawn, we should go to the sensor. Essentially, on the creative server, there's 3 worlds. A kind of a standard creative world, which is for all players on the server. There is then the the large creative world, which is for, I believe, members of little rank and above. And then there is the extra large creative world, which is for like emperor rank and above. And there, basically how it works is there's a plugin called PlotMe, which is plugin that assigns plots to players. All you have to do is go out and find an empty plot and claim it, and then you can build on it. You can't build anywhere else. So you can claim a 32 by 32 plot where you've got creative mode and can do whatever you want. You can own multiple plots, but I believe that number is determined on what rank you are on the server. Being staff, I myself have unlimited plots, but I'm not sure what the default is. Might have to look that up, but there's a ton of stuff that's been built on this creative map, because this has been around for a long time. Especially, well, the large and extra large maps are quite recent, but the standard creative map has been around for a long time. So there is some stuff I kind of like around here that I think Fish Kings has built. One of the 2 new Craftania members, if you didn't know already. They built a lot of cool stuff here. In fact, there is the Minecraft Royal Observatory from the old season of Minecraft. I'm not sure who's built that. I know there are quite a few Minecraft fans on this server. But some stuff I really like here, like this kind of like mine or the kind of thing. Yeah. Out that way is the headquarters of the Grand Unified Micronational, which is a if you watch my real life video, you'll know that I am involved in a hobby called micronationalism, which is where people make and run their own miniature countries in a way. There's an organisation made up of representatives from different micronations called Grand Unified Micronational, and I've built the headquarters of that organisation out that way. And on the Empire of Damia YouTube channel, there's a tour of that separate to this. Which, if you head there, it's on my channel page. It's one of the suggested channels. It's called Adamic Online Television, and on that channel you will find, amongst a few in real life videos of me, a video of that, the Grand Unified Micronational headquarters. I think this video is starting to kind of knock on a bit now, so I'll start to wrap this up. Just trying to think if there's any like really awesome builds I should show. There's a lot though. There's all kinds of stuff on this map. Because the unfortunate thing is a lot of these creative plots, people claim it and then just like abandon it. So I know a lot of this looks like it doesn't look particularly amazing, I'll be brutally honest. And apologies to anyone who's watching, but you know, like this here, what exactly is this supposed to be? But you know, you get the idea where I'm coming from. If you look around long enough, there is some interesting stuff. For example, I might as well, since I'm here, show something I've built. I have built a TARDIS, basically, or at least the best I can get to a TARDIS, because of course I can't make something bigger on the inside in Minecraft. This is essentially all I've had to do, make it just go down underground. But I've just made this one evening. I was bored, so I made a TARDIS. These doors are all just fake doors, really, but I kind of like the control panel and everything here going on. The yeah, the things and the stuff. Yeah, and yeah, I made a TARDIS. I also made this giant cannon. I'm not sure why. Miss Tux suggested I should build something, so I went and made a cannon. Because why not? But yeah, is there anything else I'd like to show? I don't know. I didn't really plan this out. Really, I probably should have done figured out what I was going to actually show, because I'm kind of just making it up as I go along right now. But yeah, if I might do another video where I show some of the other cool builds that people have built. And maybe if you are a member of this server and you've got something that you've built, you could let me know about it in the comments of this video, and I might take a look, and if I do make a future video on here showing various World of Tux builds, I might include it. So, I'm not going to continue showing off all this stuff any longer for now, so let's wrap up this video. So if you liked this video, well, I would really appreciate it. Subscribe for more, and don't forget to leave feedback in the comments. As always, thanks for watching, bye bye.